And he thinks it's funny.
Yeah. He's terrible. I'm telling you, like, unbelievable. You know, CBS has taken an American institution from American, what do you call it? Anyway, I'm just so excited. Thank you, Morgan.
Thank you, Drew. You almost called me Drew.
I know, I did. I'm just so excited. But and ruined it. You know, it's terrible. You know.
All right. Well, I want you to tell John and people listening right now what they can do so
I already did it.
A complaining voice can be heard. John, I know you already did it because I told you what to do, but let's pretend you didn't do it, or other people listening right now don't know how they can make a complaint heard to the network.
Okay, Morgan.
I'm sorry. Did you want me or John to speak?
No, Will, I want you to do it.
I think that the only thing at this point that we can do, because apparently Sid Vintage is in the studio every day and is having, I guess, some type of approval of what's going on, so to write Fremantle, the owners of the show, is not going to do any good. I think to talk to anybody who is currently involved with the show at 7800 Beverly Boulevard is not going to do any good, because apparently Drew Carey has been given carte blanche creative license to do whatever he wants to with the writing of the show and the writing of the showcases, that the only avenue that we have left is to send letters directly to Leslie Moonves at CBS headquarters in New York City. And if you go to the website that I wrote up, which addressed many other issues that Morgan and I have not yet discussed with, that I saw taped in studio, there's an address at the bottom. The website, again, is www.savethepriceisright.com. At the bottom of that is the address for CBS Television CBS Television in New York City. Drop them in a postcard or write a letter of what, even more importantly, what that show has meant to you and why you no longer want to watch it, or why you have felt the need to not want to watch it anymore. And hopefully he will receive enough postcards and or letters that he will need to himself get involved to call out to Sid or to Television City in Los Angeles and say, what is going on here? Why am I receiving thousands of postcards and letters about the flagship show of the CBS daytime lineup? You know, why have all these people left watching the show? And let's do something about this.
And it's not too late to save it.
No, it's not.
I don't believe it is either. And in all defense, I mean, if Drew is able to work out and listen to what it is that people are finding about him that's so crazy, I don't necessarily think that Drew Carey can't turn it around. But if Drew Carey is going to continue to demonstrate this indifference to tradition, then I don't think he needs to be the one that's holding the mic with every show.
Right, John,
I think as long as Drew Carey is the host, it's not going to change.
Well, let's see. Let's hope for the best. Now, John, I have to take a break, and I want you to keep listening. I'm about to say goodbye to you, but I'm going to play a clip of a news story about the last day that Bob Barker did an episode of The Price is Right, and John was a focus of that news. Will, not John. John, you had nothing to do with it, but Will was the focus of that news story. So you keep listening.
Okay.
And
thank you.
I thank you for calling. Hope you had a nice Thanksgiving. And I will say this, Will, before I take my break, 3 words for Drew. Let's say they clean up the show, put the show back in the same way that we were used to watching it, without all this foolishness. The 3 words for Drew: learn the games. There are 70 plus to 80 different games that comprise what we watch every morning at 11 o'clock here in the Eastern.
And unfortunately, Morgan and John, that number has now been probably reduced from information that I have received to, I want to say, right at about 65. We have lost 10 games. I don't know if any of your listeners knew this, but we believe from information we've received that Barker's Bargain Bar will no longer be seen on The Price is Right of any episodes that are taped after today, that game may very well be retired and gone forever. There are many other games that are retired, and if you base upon a game getting played as to whether Drew likes the game or not, we're probably looking by the end of this year of having only probably 50 to 55 pricing games in rotation.
All right, well, let me take my break, and when we come back, we can talk more about that and why we know Bart won't be back because of what happened to the prop, the set that they used. But let me make some money for the station, and hopefully anyone else who wants to join this conversation, 617-254-1030, please call in and add your 2 cents to this, and you will be... Oh, no. Ann dropped off, maybe. Oh, this could be her calling back. And you can join Ann here on WBZ News Radio 1030 by dialing 617-254-1030. The time here in BZ, 12:22.